How did she tell you? Now that Morgan was in 6th grade, Dana had learned it wasn't what girls said to each other anymore. All the real information came from how they said it. Morgan slumped into a kitchen chair, picked up a napkin, and twisted it into the shape and density of a swizzle stick. She was standing with Kimmy, and I was like, "Hey, I'll meet you after last period." And she looked at Kimmy. This was bad, Dana knew. Their eyes were their weapons now. She looked at her? Yeah. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I don't feel good. I think I should go home." So I said, "Are you sick?" Then she looked at Kimmy again and said, "I'm fine. I just need some downtime." She would rather be alone than with Morgan, thought Dana. A wave of protective anger swept over her, but she didn't show it, knowing that it would confirm Morgan's suspicions and make her feel even worse. Dana herself often needed to cling to the slim chance that things weren't quite as disheartening as they seemed. "Honey, maybe she's just overscheduled," she offered. "We're not preschoolers, Mom." Morgan rose and went up to her room. Dana let her alone. She knew that Morgan would open a textbook and curl over the page, narrowing her focus until all that existed in the world were figure A and subsection B. "I'm taking Grady to practice," Dana called up to Morgan a little while later. She loaded Grady and all his gear into the minivan and made a detour to drop off the lasagna, Caesar salad, Italian bread, and brownies at the McPherson's house. "Can I stay in a car?" asked 7-year-old Grady, sucking on his mouthguard. "What?" Dana struggled to pick up all the containers of food. "I could use some help here." He yanked out the mouthguard. "I don't want to go to the door with you. It's all, sad in there. And if a kid answers, he's going to hate me because my dad's not sick and I don't have to wait for some lady to dump off my dinner." Dana sighed and went to the door. No one answered. She placed the food on the front step in the cooler labeled comfort food and went back to the car. As she was pulling away, a woman in jeans and a t-shirt came out with a toddler on her hip, glanced down at the cooler, and then out toward the street. For a brief moment, she met Dana's eyes and raised a hand in thanks. Dana waved back. So young, she thought as she drove away. Dana tried to attend as many of Grady's football practices as she could. The coach scared her. He yelled at the unruly posse of second graders as if they were candidates for the Navy SEALs. Dana wasn't used to this. Until football, Grady had been coached mostly by weary fathers who sped down Interstate 84, removing their ties as they drove, trying to get to practice on time. They had no interest in yelling at other people's children. They yelled enough at their own. They just wanted the kids to learn a few skills, have fun, and avoid bloodying each other. Coach Robynn, Coach Roe, as the kids called him, espoused a less limited philosophy. Football practice doubled as his own workout, and he charged around the field running laps with the boys and doing push-ups. He slapped the tops of their helmets when they weren't listening, their little heads bobbing into their shoulder pads, a sight that made Dana's own neck hurt. She'd heard he was unmarried and childless, had grown up in town, and played football for Cotter's Rock High. He was now a car salesman in nearby Manchester. "Stelly? Where's Stelly? Get your butt over here, son. Did you come to play or knit mittens?" Mitten knitting was a catch-all phrase for Coach Roe, indicating anything that wasn't football. A boy ran over, his bright blue t-shirt dangling down from under his practice jersey. That was Grady's shirt, Dana was sure of it. Coach Roe was so busy roaring at the boys, he hadn't learned their names. Maybe Coach Roe had